Hey there everyone, Noir here and welcome to Fan Theories. Now that Petscop has gone quiet for a while, I've decided that I should put my hat-wielding brain to work on deciphering more macabre and thought-provoking series that exist on the video platform we call YouTube. There have been two of note that have been requested numerous times, and oddly enough, I happen to have spoken with both of their creators previously. But as you can see, today I will be tackling the heartwarming and equally mind-destroying series of Catghost first. Don't you worry, John. Concluse is next, make no mistake of that. Frequent flyers of this series may have noticed that I have taken a couple of weeks away from analysing to spruce up things a little bit around here. Make sure you let me know if you like it or not, because then I can make adjustments accordingly. However, let's focus on the topic of today's video. Oh, Catghost, you are a cruel mistress for my brain, but I will do my utmost to figure you out. Let's start with episode 1, aptly titled, Birthday. This episode begins with fire. Lots and lots of fire. And if I know creepy YouTube series, I know that you shouldn't think that anything is unimportant. So I'm pretty sure that the fire will represent something further down the line. We're then met with our three main characters, Gideon the Hedgehog, Elon the Cat, and Nara the Ghost. Let's allow them to speak for a second, shall we?
Look at him, sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, like a fat, little baby.
Like a little, fat, ugly baby.
Like a fat, ugly little abandoned baby.
Because the baby was so fat and ugly, no one would ever love him.
Now, most people would probably think that they're just insulting Gideon for the sake of it, but I think that they're probably saying something that was said to Gideon in the past. We see throughout the series how much Gideon suffers from numerous deep-seated issues. These insults could have been some of the first things that he experienced when he was younger. Who knows? The whole episode itself centers around the celebration of Gideon's birthday, which he states numerous times that is not today. We also see a cake that has been made for the occasion, which tells us that Gideon is supposed to be 48 years old. But the exchange between Elon and Nara after seeing the cake is our first big plot point.
Days.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to make a cake without hands?
Well, all I have is these paws. I can't even hold a spatula. All I can do is bat at frosting and look adorable.
Yeah, I miss having a body.
Yeah, me too.
Nara's statement makes perfect sense. She's a ghost and misses when she was alive. However, Elon also laments her old body, meaning that she wasn't always a cat. This is a very important point, and it's what ties all three of these characters together. An event that caused the death of Nara and the transformation of both Elon and Gideon. They were all human at some point. We are then greeted with the trio's arrival at Party Country, which turns out to be an arcade machine. Both Elon and Nara push for Gideon to play the game, which he says,
"This looks like an incredibly fun game to play, but I would rather be playing something like Able Wickets or Up Jenkins."
And the other two remark upon how he is out of touch with current trends and affairs. Once Gideon starts playing, he appears to be sucked into the game itself, which houses numerous plot points. A lady that appears to have been burned profusely, a stone megalith, and a bust depicting a man that tells Gideon to reunite with him. Gideon reawakens, thinking that it was a dream, until he notices that the cake is real. This is where the first episode ends, but we also have something else to tackle before ending this analysis. The creator of Catghost, Chris Patrick, left a downloadable game within the description of each episode's bar one so far. This episode's game, which is a game that Gideon is put into called Party Country, has the focus of outlining some of the plot points hidden throughout Catghost as a whole. The game itself changes what is available to see or interact with each time you play it, ranging from the megalith, the melting lady, a frozen but smaller girl, a hanging chair, and the ominous heads that ask for you to reunite with them. The megalith is the one that I'll focus on for now because it gives us the ability to ask questions so we can find out more information regarding the story. Throughout the myriad of questions you can ask, the ones I'll focus on for now are these select few. Who is Elon? Answer, Temptress. Who is Nara? Answer, Proselyte. Who is Gideon? Answer, Judge. When did they die respectively for all three of them? Elon and Nara died in 1650 and Gideon died in 1672. Where are they each respectively? Elon is in a jar, Nara is immersed, and Gideon is in a dark place. Where am I gives the answer of Dark Forest, and what is Dark Forest gives the answer of a place for those judged. This gives us the baseline for the story that predates the events that we see. It's only logical to relate the people that we see in the game with Elon and Nara, with Elon's ashes being placed into a jar after she was burned to death, and Nara who was drowned, hence immersed. Their deaths occurred in 1650 and it was Gideon who sentenced them, hence Judge, who died years later in 1672. The Dark Forest, which is the setting of the game itself, could be where the sentences were carried out, quite possibly. Either that or where the bodies were left afterwards. I also believe that the bust of a man that asks you to reunite with it is a representation of Gideon's human form. The evidence pointing to this is that Gideon is the avatar that you play as, and by interacting with the bust, or reuniting Gideon with his human form, the game abruptly ends. This action being the goal of completing the game leads me to believe that the three characters are looking to be reunited with their original bodies, a theme that seems to recur throughout later installments of the show itself. And that is where the first episode's analysis ends. As always, let me know in the comments section what your thoughts on Catghost are and what theories you may have on the story. Until next time, people, keep on surviving.